I became passionate about. Hello everyone, sorry. I became passionate about photography when I was a child. My father used to have the same exact passion, photography. But he was really jealous about his gears, so when he was at work, I was secretly going in his drawer and play with all the cameras and so forth. And one day I was using one of his best cameras and I got busted. I said, okay, I will never ever use a camera anymore. But my father, instead to be angry at me, he surprised me and he bought me a camera. So from then I started this journey in photography, and my passion grew. I love photography because with it you can express yourself. You can share a lot of emotion. I feel always free and inspired, and there are no limits to my creativity. I made my first discovery back then. So you don't need to travel 1,000 miles to get a beautiful shot. I was just going downstairs in my garden and I was finding beautiful places to make photographies. And all those places were inspiring me. A small garden, a wall with graffiti, and the abandoned train station. My favorite person, there is here my wife. Sorry, it's Albert Einstein, sorry, wife.
Your wife.
He said the most important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason to exist. Curiosity fired me up even more. There are many kinds of photography. I got passion for portraiture. So I cannot explain how many emotion there is in a picture. A picture can tell more than 1,000 words. I was carrying back then big bags, a lot of accessories. My wife used to compare me with Turkish comedian Calvelli, a cameraman with thousands of stuff with him. Sorry. I wasn't like this. I was almost to give up, but because my results weren't good, and I was compensating my lack of knowledge with buying gears. Then I find my two heroes that saved me from giving up. Two photographers, Sean Archer and Danny Diamond. What caught my attention was that with just natural light they could do beautiful shots, and I was thinking back then the more the merrier. I was having 6 lenses, a big tripod, strobes and reflectors, but I learned. Start easy is the first thing. In the end, you have everything with you: imagination plus your eyes. Yeah. Using my creativity was the best result. I was using a tripod as a tripod, a bench as a tripod or a rock. I was using a mirror as a light or a wall. Being passionate about photography can be annoying for the people around you. My wife was my model 24/7. So I was, and then I discovered something special that was social networks. I wrote a post on Facebook asking for modeling, and I was thinking nobody would reply to me, but instead I got hundreds of replies. I was amazed by this, and I got the privilege to also select the most beautiful people, so girls actually. So, Henrik, by sharing, I became a better photographer. And my confidence increased, my passion, and photography makes me feel alive. What's the recipe for a tasty life? So start easy, put a spoon of curiosity, mix it with practicing, add a couple of role models, put a pinch of networking, and share the result, and voila, so tasty.
Thank you. Yeah.
I became I use this recipe for your passion, your own passion, and have a tasty life. Okay, a lot of stress. I was looking at that all the time, and I was stressed. I didn't remember anything from the speech. I didn't prepare like him 1 month. I just prepared the last 5 hours. I'm sorry. so, so you have some questions? Oh, yes.
Who are your role models other than your dad?
Sorry? Role models. My role models, I mentioned them. One, Danny Diamond and Sean Archer, which are beautiful portrait photographer. I would like you go to see them. It's amazing their job.
Okay.
So yes, these are my main driver, of course. Yes.
Why do you call it tasty life? Because when I saw the topic of your talk, I thought maybe you were talking about food.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. The thing is that Italians, I'm Italian, I don't tell anyone, are very connected with food. So everything in life for us is that tasty like the food. So that's the answer to your question.
Did you get into food photography then?
I was thinking about that too, but I like more people, let's say, people photography, because I find a lot of emotion in that. Please.
So you just show portraits of women, do you also take pictures of men? Or?
Oh, of course, I have a lot of pictures of men too, but usually girls. But there's my wife. We'll speak later about that. That's okay. So, yes.
Do you ever find yourself getting into a creative rut, taking the same kinds of portraits over and over again? And how do you get out of that?
Yes, this is a really good question. I mean, for me, it's really important to start to be creative with portraits, because sometimes you get, for example, this composition rule stuff, which is something that everyone deal with when start with photography. But I think this is not important. I mean, the main driver are your eyes, really, and it's important that you focus on your emotion, because we are already perfect beings. Not perfect in terms of we are perfect like machine, but we are our eyes can see things that anything else can see. I mean, for example, emotions. This is what I think. Yes.
You were talking about emotions. So when you want to capture the emotion in a portrait, so do you set up things and then maybe ask the person to give the emotions, or do you want to capture it randomly walking around?
Yeah, there is two things here. One is I would like to do randomly, but I'm really scared about people. That's why I asked the question before. So I'm scared that the reaction can be negative. So I get some no's and yes, but I like also to do that randomically. But when I pose with a model, I tend to think to say, okay, think about something really happy that happened in your life, and then your face and everything is changing. Because in the end, what is the portrait is something about yourself that you have to express. So you have to kind of recreate this condition when you do a photo shooting, for example. This is one of the things I'm using. Yeah.
So when you spot random people having some emotions which you want to capture, so don't you feel like having that urge, I wish I could capture it right now?
Yes, this happened to me many times, and that's why I always camera with me. That's why that get annoying for my wife, which I'm taking a lot of picture all the time. So this can be.
And do you we know the emotions that the person is surprised or something like that. So do you want to like understand the feelings or how the emotions, these kind of emotions are happening, or?
No, I just want to observe it. I just want to observe it, really. Let's just think someone else. I guess, please.
So do you get a lot of negative criticism about your photography, and how do you deal with that?
Yes, I guess everyone is different. So my eyes is different from your eyes, for example. So things that I think are beautiful for you, maybe not. So I deal with that. I had a lot of customers that weren't happy with the picture, but this is life. I mean, you have to deal with that. If someone think it's not worth, okay, that's life. It's all time is space by. Thank you, everyone.